Could the second wave be on the turn? The latest data from the Office of National Statistics, the most reliable tracker of the epidemic, suggests cases are stabilising. Across England, a little under 619,000 people had the virus in the last week of October. That's up from just 568,000 the week before. That works out at 1 in every 90 people. But the number of new infections has dropped, an average of 45,700 a day last week, down from almost 52,000 the week before. And as you can see, infections have been rising steeply since September, so this is a sudden turnaround. The regional breakdown holds some clues on why. Rates in much of England are rising, as they are in Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland too. But in the North East, infections have plateaued for several weeks. And in the North West, there's been a sharp dip. Now, 1 week's data doesn't make a trend, of course, but millions of people in the hotspots have been living under significant restrictions for some time, so it's possible that the spread of the virus has slowed. That doesn't yet show up in the official R number, the measure of the rate of spread. It's unchanged since last week, between 1.1 and 1.3, suggesting the epidemic nationally is still growing. What happens next depends on the success of the lockdown. Data suggests people are still moving around in a big way. On Thursday, the number of vehicles on the road that the RAC black boxes fell by just 3%. And compare that to day one of the spring lockdown, when the number fell by 13%. Schools, universities and many more shops are still open this time round, but that gives the virus more of a chance to spread. And there's a worrying development in Denmark too. A strain of COVID has jumped from mink farmed for their fur. Now it's jumped back to humans with at least 12 people infected. Could the Danish Prime Minister be right that the mutated strain threatens the effectiveness of the vaccine? Scientists don't know yet.
It depends how much it's changed. So one small change is probably not going to have any impact on the vaccines based on the spike protein. It depends whether some of these candidate vaccines are using the entire protein, some are using just a portion of it. Depends where that change is, depends how many changes there are.
Authorities aren't taking any chances. Millions of mink are being culled. Part of Denmark is in lockdown, and the UK government has immediately ordered anybody coming back from the country to quarantine. We're on the verge of rolling out the first vaccine. A shape-shifting virus is the last thing we need.